just wanna chill and twist a lie. Catch something in my 745. You make crazy shorty. Let's go. I provide everything you need now. I don't want to see you cry. I don't want to see you cry. But I want to know, Jane Doe, it's easier to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me, girl? We are surviving 50 Cent's baby mom, aka Jackie Chan's daughter. Would you still love me? If I didn't smell so good, would you still hug me? If I got locked to her, could I count on you to be there? Listen, if I went back from a hoopty to a Benz, would you poof and disappear like some of my friends? If I was hit when I was by my side, if I was down to put in work, would you be down to ride? You chill and drive. How you feel inside? How do you feel inside? Jackie Chan's daughter. Uh-huh. It's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Diddy Glover's freakoff trial is getting crazier and crazier. Girl, if you love me now, it's either you love me or you love the freakoff you're having with Diddy Glover. Oh my God. Oh, this is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news, breaking news. I want to start off by saying shout out to 50 Cent during survival because 50 Cent has no shame in his motherfucking game. I can't stand these Android motherfucking phones. Look at this shit. This Android is playing and I turned the phone off. The nigga just kept still playing the music during survival. They are after my tasty cakes. I spoke too much about Diddy Glover. Now the boogeyman freak off boogeyman is after me. Oh my God. Shout out to everybody in the building. We must blow out the freak off candles. And I want to tell all the scary people that's coming in here, I want to let y'all know right now. We are not afraid on this platform to acknowledge that 50 Cent said out of his own mouth that the Jane Doe that's snitching on Diddy Glover, Pills Her Bible, that had got pounded out by a dozen of wieners back to back like Drake, is his baby mom during survival. 50 Cent said it out of his own mouth. So when you got content creators that's sitting there talking about, oh, nobody don't mention the Jane Doe, the feds is watching. The feds is going to shut down your goddamn channel, Piss a Bible. I understand their fear because they still want to go back into the courtroom, Piss a Bible. So I understand their fear. But the thing is, if 50 Cent said his own baby mom and made a post that is heard, that's the Jane Doe, I'm not scared during survival. Don't you think the feds is going to come for motherfucking 50 Cent before he comes, for the feds come for somebody on the internet? Don't you think the feds are going to go for 50 Cent first before the feds sit back and look? Oh, let me just see. Okay, the internet people, we going to get all the YouTubers. 50 Cent said it his own self. Pure survival. Shout out to everybody in the building, the plug podcast by Cross Your Heart. Shout out to you, bro. Pure survival. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kelly, Galathians, everybody in here. Galathian. I said Galathians. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? You freezing and breaking up for me. Hold on, let me fix it. Y'all see me now? Am I playing right or am I freezing? Am I playing right or am I freezing? Let me know, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Am I freezing up? Am I playing right? Y'all gotta let me know. Please let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear me or am I free? Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. I feel like Mary J. Blige. I'm fine, 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 fine. Woo! Everybody wanted to know who was the Jane Doe that was testifying against Diddy Glover. I'm going to let y'all know right now. I do not feel bad for a grown adult, a grown freak off adult that wanted to be with Diddy Glover to live this sick lifestyle, pure survival, so this man can pay your rent, give you allowance, freak off allowance for you to do all these nasty things, and then y'all wanted Diddy to walk down the aisle with you, pure survival, and turn you into a wife. How can I turn a wife from a freak off demon? I've done sit there and choke my dingling, and I watched 500 motherfuckers pee on you, pure survival, and I'm supposed to want to marry you? I don't feel bad for no old hoes during survival. I come from the goddamn hood where they do the most good, pure survival. So I know all about the freaks. The freaks come out at night and they come out in the daytime, pure survival. So I don't feel bad for this girl. But now, allegedly, she is trying to sue 50 Cent right now because 50 Cent exposed who she really is. So everybody that's on YouTube, if you're afraid to say who she is, pure survival, look at the bigger platforms out there talking about who she is publicly. So if you hear a scary ass YouTube motherfucker say, "Oh, we can't do it. Oh my God, we can't say who she is because the judge," they already revealed who she is because of her baby father, pure survival. So if the feds gonna go after anybody for speaking about who she is, they would go for 50 Cent. They wouldn't go for none of us. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? And I done been in the courtroom. I've done looked at the back of Diddy Glover's freak off neck. Pure survival. I don't plan on going back into the courtroom during survival, so I'm not worried about being banned. You know what I'm talking about? When I go back to Diddy trial, pure survival, I'm going to be outside where the hell I belong with all the rest of the crazy motherfuckers. Pure survival. I'm from Philly, goddammit. I want to be where the niggas is at. Well, all the crazy stuff been going on. 50 Cent told us a long time ago that it was his baby mom when he was calling her an S worker in the first place. We didn't get that. We thought that Diddy and why did 50 Cent keep his foot on Diddy's neck so hard during survival? He has a son to this freak off demon. He has a son to the girl. So imagine how many times Diddy probably was hating on 50 Cent getting his son, all types of shit. Or times when she was supposed to come pick up the baby, she out making wieners disappear left and right. Pure survival. Give me your wiener. Bow, it's gone. Give me your wiener. You know what I mean? And want us to feel bad, like, oh my God, I didn't want to do this. Yes, you did, you nasty bitch. Pure survival. How the hell can you do all these nasty things? And I'm telling you, like I said, I can't stress it no more. Diddy's a bad person. Diddy's a terrible motherfucker. We all know all of that shit. But I'm not feeling bad for no grown women that was trying to get no motherfucking money, pure survival, and was doing every nasty thing under the goddamn sun and continued to hang around that motherfucker, pure survival. But 50 Cent baby mom is allegedly now trying to sue him because he exposed it. Now it's all over the internet. It's not a secret. The shit Ben was going to come out. Pure survival. 50 Cent said a long time ago that she was one of Diddy's freak off workers.
It was up like a month. Did you do that just up with Diddy? No. That was ahead of the thing with Daphne or whatever like that. But y'all, man, I ain't kissed in the mouth in 10 years, man. Somebody got to kiss her.
Did you hear what 50 Cent said? He said, I'm not worrying about Daphne. That's what her name is. I call her Jackie Chan's daughter, pure survival. But I guess her name is Daphne. But 50 Cent said, I don't care that Diddy was clapping her cheeks and making her get pounded out by a dozen wieners. I haven't kissed that girl in her lips in 10 years. 50 Cent just said it out of his mouth. I ain't kissed that bitch in 10 motherfucking years in her mouth during survival.
You know, city girls up like a month. Did you do that just up with Diddy? No. That was ahead of the thing with Daphne or whatever like that. But y'all, man, I ain't kissed in the mouth in 10 years, man. Somebody got to kiss her.
At this point, I ain't kissed her in the mouth in 10 years. Somebody got to kiss her. Oh, we got to hear that again. So 50 Cent treated her like the hoe that she really is. Pure survival. Diddy Glover He didn't wife her either. Diddy Glover was treating her like a hoe because if you present yourself as a hoe, ladies, a man is never going to look at you with high value. He's going to leave you at the space that you came in. So when these girls is coming in willing to do all these things to fulfill Diddy Glover's freak off needs, pure survival, he's looking at you like, okay, well, you ain't worth nothing but a freak off. You know what I mean? Now, if you come in with respect on yourself, like I'm not doing none of that. I'm a real woman. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm worth more than letting a man sit there and jerk off while 10 motherfuckers busting nuts in my face. You know what I'm saying? Then the dude is going to have to respect you. But these women, they had no respect for themselves because they wanted to live a certain lifestyle. Pure survival. That's like if you work at motherfucking McDonald's and your boss is saying, look, I can get you in a higher position. You can be running McDonald's. You just got to let me clap your cheeks. Pure survival. You have to let me butter your biscuit. And if you let him butter your biscuit, now you can go to the courthouse and say, the guy from McDonald's, my balls fucked the shit out me. Pure survival. When you decided that you were going to fuck your balls because you thought it was going to get you to a higher position in McDonald's. Pure survival. I don't respect it. And like 50 Cent said, I ain't kissed that girl in the mouth in 10 years. Pure survival.
You know, city girls up like a mouth.
Did you do that just fuck with Diddy?
No. That was ahead of the thing with Daphne or whatever like that. But y'all, man, I ain't kissed in the mouth in 10 years. Man, somebody got to kiss him.
At this point, this is my cue to stay out these folks' business. This is Daphne. She is the baby mother of 50 Cent.
Now, did you see that? She the baby mama of 50 Cent. Look at how she was laying over there with Diddy Glover. The Plug Podcast, Cross Your Heart, said, run up the super chats, pure survival. Yes, run them damn super chats up. Do you look at 50 Cent baby mom laid up with Diddy Glover right here?
Folks' business. This is.
Look at this. This girl is claiming to be this victim. Now she want to sue fucking 50 Cent. Look at Diddy Glover's freak off leg. Pure survival. Look at all the baby oil on Diddy Glover's freak off leg. And look at her sitting there taking selfies. Pure survival. Where is the victim right here, ma'am? Now you want to try to sue 50 Cent to get more money? You already trying to get money out of Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Now you trying to get money out of your baby father, pure survival. Now 50 Cent is going to have to explain to his child that his mother is a goddamn freak-off mermaid during survival. You got to think about the boy when he gets older and find out, goddamn, my mom slept with a whole football team without a football, pure survival. Look at her right here, y'all. Salute to Miss B, just hit that super chat. Look at her. Where is the victim at? So I'm not going to let you sit there and threaten to sue 50 Cent when this is embarrassing. 50 Cent has to be embarrassed. But I'm glad he said he did not kiss this woman in her mouth in 10 years. Pure survival. Because there's so many babies floating down this girl's throat. It's too many babies in this girl's mouth. Pure survival. Imagine all the dried up semen in the top of her motherfucking gums and all of that shit. Pure survival. I'm sorry, goddammit. They are talking very graphic inside of the goddamn courtroom. So I'm just being graphic on what it really is during survival. Look at her. Diddy Glover got all that baby on his legs. She's sitting there doing the freak off goddamn selfie, and it don't look like nothing is wrong with her at all. Pure survival.
Like that. But y'all, man, I ain't kissed in the mouth in 10 years. Man, somebody got to kiss him.
At this point, this is my cue to stay out these folks' business. This is Daphne. She is the baby mother of 50 Cent.
50 Cent has thrown a few insults your way recently. He called you a fruit boot biscuit, among other things. Have you talked to him about this? And why do you think he's throwing insults at you?
He loves me.
He loves you?
Loves me.
Yo.
And that's all Diddy could say was 50 Cent was throwing shots at him because he loved you. No, sir. He hates you and he hate them freak off lips that was all over his baby mom. Pure survival. You and a dozen other men that you done hired to do and to clap that girl's cheeks. This been personal, y'all. I thought 50 Cent and Diddy's beef was something different. I know 50 wrote music for him, Pure the Bible. So 50 Cent, so Diddy must have pretended that he was cool with 50 Cent and went and stole Jackie Chan's niece and then turned her the fuck out, Pure the Bible. Even though she been turned out. Because that's probably why 50 Cent didn't wife her. Because he knew, like, oh shit, damn, Pure the Bible. I mean, we got a beautiful son. But I'm not gonna stay with no hoe during survival. And then that's why he's been on Diddy Glover's freak off neck. This is personal, goddammit. This is personal. Diddy talking about he loved me. No, the hell he didn't.
Called you a fruit boot biscuit, among other things. Have you talked to him about this? And why do you think he's throwing insults at you?
He loves me.
He loves you?
Loves me.
Y'all, there's a major detail we missed in Lil Rod's lawsuit against Diddy that shows how Diddy tried to take revenge on 50 Cent for exposing him by recruiting 50's baby mama,
See that? So Little Rodney, I didn't pay attention in Little Rodney's lawsuit. Y'all gotta smash that like button, y'all. That 50 Cent, Diddy took 50 Cent baby mom as revenge. As revenge during survival. You see how they were matching and got the damn Christmas pajama set. You know what I'm saying? All this type of stuff. So clearly 50 Cent was probably going to take her personal once upon a time. He probably really thought that she was a good girl during survival. You know what I'm saying? And then to come to find out, I done got me a super hoe during survival. I'm talking about with a freak off cape. This girl was doing everything. I'm talking about how many dudes a day she was doing? Like what, 8, 9, 10 motherfucker dudes back to back, pure survival? Diddy was making this girl have freak offs on her birthday. And she still kept saying she wanted to cuddle with the motherfucker. We already know Diddy was a nasty goddamn dude. But being a nasty motherfucker, unfortunately, ain't a crime. But we know that he's nasty. Diddy wanted to lay up with this girl after she got power drive by dozens and dozens of wieners. He's sitting there holding his camera, ejaculating, pure survival, and then he laid up with this girl. So we know Diddy got some sick shit in him. He like a Jeffrey Dahmer freak off sick motherfucker. Diddy will probably have sex with your corpse. As nasty as we done found out that that man is, pure survival. Salute to Kelly. Kelly, goddammit, Kelly said 50 wrote sneak disses about Puffy in songs and then sold the songs to Diddy. Diddy ain't even know he was rapping bad-ish about him. Yes, so this is personal, y'all. 50 Cent, that's why I love 50, no Diddy during survival. All the sexual harassment that Diddy kept doing to 50 Cent. Now I know why he was trying to take 50 Cent shopping. Pure survival. Diddy already had 50 Cent baby mom, so he wanted 50 Cent to smash his baby mom while he sit there in the corner and record and put baby oil all over 50 Cent's body. Pure survival. So now we know Diddy was trying to have a threesome with 50 Cent and his baby mom. Y'all not gonna tell me that he wasn't gonna do that, Pure survival. This is why he offered to take the man shopping. All that sexual harassment, 50 Cent, it was your baby mom's fault. Diddy was probably saying, look, I like that, daddy. Your baby father, oh, I like that, daddy. But 50 Cent is so aggressive. But if we could put some baby oil all on the bullet wounds, oh, I would like that, daddy. I would like that, daddy. You know what I'm saying? So 50 Cent is not afraid to let the world know that his baby mom is the one telling on Diddy, is the one that was the freak off goddamn of the century. To me, she sounded like she was worse than Cassie, pure survival. And you want to know another thing that's crazy about this girl? This girl is testifying on Diddy Glover, and Diddy is paying this girl's motherfucking rent right now. Pure survival. This got to be the craziest goddamn lawsuit ever or fucking case ever. How is she up there testifying on Diddy when Diddy is the one paying for her apartment right now? Tell me that ain't crazy. I found that out yesterday. I'd be damned if you sitting there and telling on me in the courtroom, pure survival, and I'm paying for your rent right now. That is crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? So that's why 50 Cent been exposing Puffy all this time. Because this shit was bigger than Nino motherfucker Brown. This was bigger than Nino Brown.
A major detail we missed in Lil Rod's lawsuit against Diddy that shows how Diddy tried to take revenge on 50 Cent for exposing him by recruiting 50's baby mama Daphne Joy into those FO sessions. So you know how 50 Cent has had his petty foot on Diddy's neck for years now, never missing out on an opportunity to clown him in front of the world. Now, some people, like those who blindly worship any billionaire, they always claim 50 was just jealous of Diddy's money and success. Well, turns out 50 was right all along, and he's been trying to sound the alarm about Diddy's depraved activities this whole time.
And that's why 50 Cent has been calling him out all this time, ladies and gentlemen. He been knew Diddy was having these freak-offs. Diddy was doing all these sick things, you know what I mean, through his baby mom. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if you found out your son was somewhere where one of these freak-off acts happened. So 50 been trying to tell us, but this shit done came out and hit the fan.
His neck for years now, never missing out on an opportunity to clown him in front of the world. Now, some people, like those who blindly worship any billionaire, they always claimed 50 was just jealous of Diddy's money and success. Well, turns out 50 was right all along, and he's been trying to sound the alarm about Diddy's depraved activities this whole time. And in revenge, Diddy did something truly diabolical, allegedly paying 50's ex, Daphne Joy, to take part in his freakoffs. This all came to light.
You hear that? Daphne was being paid to be in Diddy's freak-off, and we just heard it. This is something 50 was saying before. You know what I'm talking about? But we're just finding out now. She had $20,000, I think, allowance, pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? She got all kinds of stuff. You can't be with a motherfucker that got money and do these things with them because you're trying to help him satisfy whatever sick little thing he doing because you want to live a certain lifestyle, and then when you get cut off, you go and say that you were forced to do it. I don't think nobody should be able to do nothing like that. That's crazy to me. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she's been down and doing this stuff all this time, and like I said, if anybody was afraid to expose her, it would be 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? That's why when people say, "Oh, don't say who she is," that's 50 already said who she is. He don't give a damn about the motherfucking police. If my baby mama a whore, I'm gonna let you know she's a whore.
And in revenge, Diddy did something truly diabolical, allegedly paying 50's ex, Daphne Joy, to take part in his freak-offs. This all came to light after producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed his explosive lawsuit against Diddy last month, going scorched earth and name-dropping like 1/3 of the entertainment industry. And among the people he named was Daphne Joy, who Lil Rod claims was paid
And I did not know that Little Rodney, put a one in the chat if y'all remember that Little Rodney named Jackie Chan's daughter. That I didn't know Little Rodney named Jackie's daughter in the lawsuit, pure survival. And if you look at this girl, let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely not a bad looking girl, pure survival. We got that part clear. But you would not imagine looking at her that she's letting all of these men skeet all in her, all around her face, her nostrils, every goddamn thing. Maybe with the dude that you with, pure survival, but all of these dudes to satisfy Diddy Glover, to live this sick freak-off lifestyle, pure survival, you would not think that this girl would do that. But I'm telling you, hoes don't got a description. Because of awful. They don't. I don't give a damn how professional you are, how your education, I've seen it all. in my 40-something years, pure survival. So I'm not surprised, but it was a little surprised because it's like, God damn it, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you want to cuddle with a nigga after you done did it to all these dudes and he done told you. If a man say they want you to sleep with other people, He don't give a damn about you right then and there. Pure survival. So you should have already known, goddammit. You should have called your dad, Jackie Chan, pure survival, so he could have hit Diddy Glover with a roundhouse during survival. Would have hit him with a roundhouse and knocked the baby all up in the motherfucking sky. Pure survival. Jackie Chan would have kicked Diddy Glover's ass if he would have knew what he was doing to his daughter. Pure survival. But he'd have had to be mad at you too, because you are a grown ass goddamn woman. You're a grown adult. I'm not trying to hear it when they talk about Cassie and all these people. Like, these girls is 15, 14 years old, 13 years old. These girls knew what the hell they want, pure the Bible. And they were all dope fiends. Their pH balance is definitely off during survival. Shout out to the Plug Podcast. Yes, their pH balance is definitely off motherfucker balance. That vagina ain't got no walls left. You ain't nothing but a pretty face at this point. Pure survival. A motherfucker gonna get with her like, oh, I got the baddest woman in the world. I got the baddest girl in the world. Soon as you get in that motherfucker vagina, you just fall inside of that shit, your whole entire body. Pure survival. You start seeing all motherfuckers, little Bow Wow, little Wayne, what are y'all doing in this pussy? Pure survival. This is supposed to be mine. You fall out that vagina, you gonna see a stretch limo, parties going on, all kinds of shit. Empty baby oil bottles. I'm just sorry, y'all. Pure the Bible, I'm calling it how I see it. I'm not going to let her sit there and threaten to sue 50 Cent. Pure the Bible. When you should have had respect for yourself. So we are going to treat you how you deserve to be treated. Over cheer. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Like I said, guys, the judge said they didn't want the Jane Doe's name out there. I didn't even know the girl's name during survival. I was calling her Jackie Chan's daughter. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I was calling her. But then when 50 Cent posted on Instagram, he said, who is Jane Doe's, who's the new Jane Doe? I'm trying to search her. What's going on with Elon Musk and Donald Trump? Then he posted a picture of the Jane Doe during survival. So yeah, 58's like, yeah, I don't give a damn what the judge say. So why should we during survival? You got DJ Academics, other huge platforms. Motherfuckers have been in this YouTube shit way before me, 15 years, and they're saying it during survival. So I wish I would be scared to say who the fuck it is.
Monthly fee to be Diddy's S worker. Yo, this is beyond messy, so let's break it down.
You know, like it ain't one of those situations where you know they had us in it, like.
Wow. 50 was already saying this, man. Shout out to the 1,100 people in the building. Smash that like button, man. We are surviving 50 Cent freak off baby mom. This is crazy.
Messy, so let's break it down.
You know, like it ain't one of those situations where you know they had us in it, like they'll still go back to the baby mother, hang out with the baby mother, and stuff like that. Nah, that's and that was not like a relationship then anyway. It was more like
Now let me first.
Wow. Now 50 just made it clear. And I know every man I know about that too. Where you have baby moms that give the baby father a freak off membership card. Pure survival. Ask how many dudes that can go back and take their freak off membership card to their baby mom, ain't been with them in years, and their legs is still wide open for any time the baby father want to come sliding through like a water park at Dorney Park. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And to me, if you a baby mom that's still available to be fucked by your baby father, pure survival, to me, I'm going to look at it as you failed in life. This means if your vagina is always available, that means you can't get no motherfucking body else. Pure survival. So why would I want some old vagina that I done had back in motherfucking 1996? Pure survival. We are just going to co-parent. So 50 Cent let it be known he didn't even look at her as a girlfriend. He just said she was just a fuck buddy that ended up getting pregnant. Pure survival. He said out his own mouth. Listen again.
This is beyond messy, so let's break it down.
You know, like it ain't one of those situations where you know they had us in it, like they'll still go back to the baby mother and hang out with the baby mother and stuff like that. Nah, and that was not like a relationship then anyway.
You hear that? This wasn't even a relationship. But you know how 50 Cent is. He take things very personal. The fact that Diddy tried to be smart, pure survival, and mess with the same girl he was with, it's not that 50 Cent was caring, crying and shit. Oh my God, you stole my Japanese girl, pure survival. No, it was the principle that it was Diddy Glover. You know what I'm saying? So he was on Diddy's neck for that reason. He already just said he did not look at that girl as no relationship.
To be Diddy's S worker. Y'all, this is beyond messy, so let's break it down.
You know, like it ain't one of those situations where they have us in it, like they'll still go back to the baby mother and hang out with the baby mother and stuff like that. Nah, and that was not like a relationship then anyway. It was more like
Now, let me first give you some context on 50 Cent's long-standing feud with Diddy, because this has been going on for almost 2 decades. So apparently, this all started in the early 2000s during that very messy feud between 50's G Unit camp and former record executive and convinced criminal James Rosman, better known as Jimmy Henchman. The feud got pretty intense, and according to Tony Yayo, Jimmy even orchestrated a plot on 50 and tried to take him.
See, so I guess Diddy was being cool with Jimmy Henchman, and everybody heard about the alleged incident with 50 Cent and Jimmy Henchman. So Diddy and 50 Cent's rival been going on for years. But for him to go try to mess with that girl purposely, you know what I'm saying? Man, this is wild.
While 50 Cent was filming the music video for his 2007 single, I'll Still Kill, with Akon. But someone was looking over 50 that day because Yayo said the damned, and Henchman and his crew backed out on the hit.
And Henchman and them supposed to come through, and I guess they did, but we had God on that side, and they backed out on the hit, but we had straps too, and that really was really it.
Now fast forward to 2014, and Jimmy Henchman was sentenced to life in prison plus 30 years for ordering the of G Unit associate Lowell Fletcher. As for Diddy's alleged involvement in all this, well, he and Henchman go way back, and word.
See, so Diddy's hugging and eating a freakoff toothpick with the same dude that put a hit out on 50 Cent, Pills Are Bible. This is how personal. That's why I said if Diddy was on trial for aggravated assault, alleged even putting hits and murders and things like that, I would be more like, oh, hell yeah. Diddy been implicated in too many things. There's too many people deceased, mysteriously, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, those are the right charges Diddy should be in jail for. But sex trafficking, I just like, hell no. Not with no girls who was trying to do the shit. He should be in jail for murder, allegedly. To me, pure survival, aggravated assault, different shit like that we know that the man did. You know what I'm saying? This is just insane. So him and 50 Cent beef went very far. Court said Puff was forcing girls to do homeless men. What the fuck? Pills about? The Punisher had an apartment on efficiency or something. Pills about. They willing to say anything. But I'm telling you, 50 Cent been on his neck all this time because of these personal issues. Now his baby mom is threatening to sue him, but the feds is going to see how far they beef went back. The feds is going to know 50 Cent been trying to tell us everything she's saying, but the fact of the matter is 50 Cent is not saying that she was a victim. 50 Cent is saying she was a sex worker because she wanted to be one. That's why she allegedly trying to sue Pills Are Bible. So 50 Cent is about to fuck up the whole victim whole thing. If 50 Cent come out and say, look, let me go to Diddy's court. I can't stand Diddy, but I can't stand my freaky ass baby mom either. Pills Are Bible. I just want y'all to know she was doing what Diddy was doing. Like she was a culprit, not no damn victim. That's why she trying to sue right now. Fear survival. This shit is deep.
On the street is that they orchestrated that first of Tupac in 1994 at Quad Recording Studios. Pac even rapped about it on Against All Odds, where he says Puffy getting bribed like a bee to hide the fact that he did some ish he shouldn't have did. Basically, it was rumored that Jimmy Henchman was extorting Diddy. So of course, Diddy sided with Henchman when he was beefing with G Unit. And from then on, 50 never really stopped throwing shots at Diddy. 50 and other G Unit members also hinted more than once that Diddy may have been involved in both Tupac and Biggie. On the track.
Now y'all see that? Tupac and Biggie. Rest in peace to Tupac and Biggie. If Diddy was going to be locked up, let it be for our heroes. Biggie, Tupac died super young. Diddy allegedly being involved. I'll take that, and take that. But I can't take these willing participants, pure survival, motherfucking freak off girls that just wanted to live a certain lifestyle. And if Diddy said, look, I want you to go in the toilet and grab a shit turd. I need you to get a big log too. And I want you to eat the log in front of my face as I ejaculate, pure survival. And you sit there and eat a doodle ball because Diddy told you to, and now your breath stink. And it looked like you was eating a motherfucker. You did it because you wanted to do it, goddammit. Not because you was forced to eat a doodle ball. Breath smell like shit sandwiches.
He shouldn't have did. Basically, it was rumored that Jimmy Henchman was extorting Diddy. So of course, Diddy sided with Henchman when he was beefing with G Unit. And from then on, 50 never really stopped throwing shots at Diddy. 50 and other G Unit members also hinted more than once that Diddy may have been involved in both Tupac and Biggie. On the track Hip Hop from his mixtape Hip Hop is Dead, G Unit Radio Part 22, 50 raps, who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get him, they gon' kill us all. Man, Puffy know who hit that man. Man, he soft, he scared them boys from the west side will break him off.
Now you see that? Puffy know who hit that man. 50 Cent said that out of his own mouth. Why ain't Diddy locked up for any of this? This right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Radio Part 22, 50 raps, who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get him, they gon' kill us all. Man, Puffy know who hit that man. Man, he soft, he scared them boys from the west side will break him off. Dump on it. So he run to Harlem, shake him off. And then later on in the track, 50 adds, I guess this means I won't be invited to the white parties in the Hamptons. Now, speaking of Diddy's parties, he apparently tried to lure 50 Cent to hang out with him. And 50 talked about this many times over the years, claiming that Diddy offered to take him shopping.
Now, you remember that. That's why I said, since Diddy, y'all got to smash that like button, guys. Let's get them likes up to 1,000. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got to make it make sense. Diddy got 50 Cent baby mom doing all kinds of crazy shit that she wanted to do during survival because she's a hoe and you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? But Diddy wanted to clap 50 Cent's cheeks too. If not only clap his cheeks, he wanted to look at 50 Cent with a whole bunch of baby oil while he had sex with with his own baby mom. But Diddy wanted to record that. Why you think he kept trying to take that man shopping? Pure survival. Why you think he didn't want to hug him from the front? He kept trying to hug him from the back. You know what I'm talking about? This is true story.
Diddy's parties, he apparently tried to lure 50 Cent to hang out with him. And 50 talked about this many times over the years, claiming that Diddy offered to take him shopping.
Then Puff was like, yeah, like first he was scared for him to get stopped. Then he was like, he's like, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we can just hang out. Nigga, we gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it. He's like, why don't we like go shopping? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like,
now, why would he say to a grown-ass man that he want to take him shopping and he'll pay for it, pure survival, and he knows that 50 Cent is a multi-millionaire during survival? Look at 50 Cent's face. He looked like he just stepped in some dog shit and you can smell the shit in the air, pure survival. Look at that. That's the face of somebody farted. I want to know who farted because it stink. Look at his face. Somebody passed gas and it was Diddy Glover. Bible. You know what I'm saying? So he knew right there. Why didn't you go get somebody who needs help? There's so many homeless people in these big cities, New York, Philly, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore, just all over the world. Diddy, why you ain't go pick up a homeless person and want to take? And want to take them shopping? No, you wanted to take 50 Cent shopping, Pill the Bible, probably put something in his drink and try to butter his biscuit and use his baby mom to get to his biscuit. Pure survival. This shit is insane, y'all.
Then Pop was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get stop. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we can just hang out, nigga. We gotta
Oh,
kick it.
this is tough. Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it. And he's like, yo, why don't we like go shopping? I mean, like I pay for it. I was like, I got the. I was like, this nigga.
And this is why he was calling this man out all this time, man. It's so many receipts of 50 Cent calling him out. This is why he was calling him, when he was calling him out right here, constantly.
When you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves in theaters.
That's why he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about?
Now, y'all remember the video where Diddy was high as hell, pure survival, looked like he hasn't hydrated in the longest. He was coming from a freak off, and he was sexually harassing the rapper Fabulous and Jada Kiss and Nori all at the same time, pure survival. Diddy is just sexually harassing these men because he couldn't hold his sexual desires was coming up out of his freak off pores with all them drugs, pure survival. And that's why 50 Cent was saying that the man been harassing people sexually.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves in theaters.
That's why he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about? When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like, he said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Knighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no. Dude, you take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
That's what a guy says to a girl. So now that we know that Diddy Glover had 50 Cent baby mom, he was trying to take him shopping to lure his tasty cakes to the freak off dungeon. And you look how scared Fabulous was when 50 Cent was, when Diddy was sexually harassing him. He looked so scared.
Mr. Lee, I love this drink. I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No,
I like that.
I've been practicing. I got
Look, he couldn't even keep his hands to himself. I like that.
Mr. Lee, I love this drink. I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over that one.
Make a wish. Just blow it out. It's your birthday every day.
Every day's a birthday on Drink Champs, goddammit. I'm in.
Well, look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real? Because I'm saying it seems like a thing. It's his birthday party, man. Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday. Huh? Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
But me and you ain't never really party. The fear that was in Fabulous eyes, man, it just makes me want to cry. Pure survival. Diddy was very aggressive. The boy said we already partied. Can't you get that through your greasy head, Diddy Glover? The boy said he partied with you. But Diddy like, no, but we ain't party. You know what I'm saying? And they asked him about 50 Cent. They been had these personal problems. Listen what he say when Charlemagne asked him about the beef with him and 50 Cent.
Touch me, y'all. At the end of the day, y'all see and y'all know what it is. You know the track record. Y'all know the business acumen. Y'all know the community service. Y'all know what I'm about. You know, and when he does that, it's like funny to me. I don't really take it personal. I know he has a different sense of humor, and he's just not in my life. We don't have to never cross paths, and I will never say nothing negative about him. You know, because that's just not me.
It feels like something must have happened though, like that we just don't know about behind the scenes.
He loves me.
You see that? Even what's her name again? DJ Envy, Charlemagne, Angela Yee said that it had to been something that happened between you and 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? And Diddy trying to play it off, talking about he loves me. She said, no, something had to have happened. And guess what happened? It was the baby mom this whole entire time. Pure survival.
Touch me, y'all. At the end of the day, y'all see and y'all know what it is. You know the track record. Y'all know the business acumen. Y'all know the community service. Y'all know what I'm about. You know, and when he does that, it's like funny to me. I don't really take it personal. I know he has a different sense of humor, and he's just not in my life. We don't have to never cross paths, and I will never say nothing negative about him. You know, because that's just not me.
It feels like something must have happened though, like that we just don't know about behind the scenes.
He loves me.
That maybe a situation, a deal went bad. I don't know what it is.
Sometimes people that feel like they don't like you and they act like that, they really love you. Like I'm not like, you know, just saying it to say it, you know. But I mean, it's something about me that has him on me.
It's something about him that has him on you. No, sir. You were doing these sick freak-offs with 50 Cent's baby mom, Pure Survival, and his son. 50 was probably worried about his son being on one of these freak-off islands somewhere with Jackie's daughter and you doing these sick acts. You know what I'm saying? That's why 50 Cent wasn't playing no games with you. Pure Survival. Talking about it must be something on why he was on my neck like that. You knew why he was on your neck, Diddy Glover. We're just finding out now that we see that she the one who testified. Pure Survival. This why 50 wasn't playing with your ass. This shit personal.
All the time. And I'm not going nowhere. So touch me, y'all. At the end of the day, y'all.
And then when he sexually harassed Fabulous and them, they asked him, why was you saying, listen to what you say about having somebody scrambling and scraping. Look how stupid Diddy was looking when he heard how he was talking when he was high on them freak-off drugs.
Never forget when Charlemagne played Diddy an audio clip from one of his parties.
I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play something.
Hey, yo, listen, I love it all. I love it all, man. I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? It's I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
Look at that. His sexual fantasies was coming out when he was around all of these men, Pure Survival. Diddy couldn't explain why he said that he likes when you do that, Daddy, and have somebody scrambling and scraping for shit. That was the drugs in your freaking section. Diddy Glover.
Never forget when Charlemagne played Diddy an audio clip from one of his parties.
I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play something.
Hey, yo, listen, I love it all. I love it all, man. I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? It's I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
Never forget when
And Diddy could not explain why he likes it when you do it like that, Daddy. Even when remember when 50 Cent called out Diddy for him and Jay-Z having a secret gay love affair live on stage, Pure Survival. They had a concert. Instead of Diddy running out grabbing the microphone, he came out and grabbed Jay-Z's Tasty Cakes. Pure Survival. He didn't even think about performing. First thing Diddy did was grab Jay-Z's ass. And at first I felt bad for Jay-Z, Pure Survival, but Jay-Z never moved his hand. So it seemed like it was consensual during Survival.
Put your Rockefeller show. Put your Rockefeller show.
Look at this. First thing that Diddy grabs when he hits the stage is Jay-Z's Tasty Cakes, all in his rear end during Survival. 50 Cent exposed this love affair right here during Survival. Jay-Z, this is back when in the 90s, when you sag your pants, it meant like you were like cool, like you're like a gangster nigga. Pure Survival. When anytime you sag your pants, motherfuckers got their pants down to their ankles. You know what I mean? And it supposed to meant you was like a cool nigga back in the day. And look at this. So it was all ass. Nothing but boxes. Look at this. That was all ass. Jay-Z's pants is sagging to his ankles. Pure Survival. So Diddy got his hands on nothing but ass. You know what I'm saying? Instead of grabbing the mic to perform, he grabs Jay-Z's ass and start beatboxing. Right on Jay-Z's ass. And 50 Cent called this shit out too. Y'all gotta smash that like button. And there's one goddamn freak-off victim that didn't come to court. Y'all remember the other freak-off girl that was supposed to testify in Diddy Glover's freak-off trial? Y'all thought it was Jackie Chan's niece. The other girl. See, Diddy was clapping Jackie's daughter and Jackie's niece during Survival. But it was this other girl that was explaining the freak-off parties that Diddy Glover, that 50 Cent's baby mom participated in during Survival. This was the other freak-off mermaid right here. And she got paid off. This girl got paid off. This is why she didn't testify.
He's in the news now because of all the scandal.
And they didn't believe me. But when it started coming out, people were like mentioning me, like, you were telling the truth about it. And I'm like, duh, I'm not gonna lie about something like that. And I kind of like tried to briefly talk about it because I knew it wasn't gonna seem true because it was just too much. It was too crazy. It was too crazy. People were gonna think that I was just lying. It had like a lot of people involved, celebrities and stuff. So,
and the thing about her, to me, right? Now, I was standing up for this girl, Pure Survival. But the fact that she took the money instead of testifying against Diddy Glover, she is a whole hot freak-off mess too now, Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? Because you were the third victim, the alleged victim that was supposed to testify. You told your story, even about the minors, Pure Survival, but you took the money.
I was trying to be real vague about it, but that party traumatized me.
How'd you get invited to it?
By being with a prince that I met in LA. He lived in Glendale, California. And, long story short, I got out of this crazy little contract and I was looking for somebody to invest in me. And I knew somebody who knew somebody that was like, I want to introduce you to a prince. He know a lot of celebrities, producers and stuff. So I never put two and two together that this prince knew P. Diddy as
When you
a
say
producer.
a prince of what?
He was a Arabian prince.
Really?
Arabian night, Arabian day. So she ran off with Arabian freak-off prince, Pure Survival, took her to Diddy Glover's freak-off dungeon. She was in there acting like that she didn't do nothing, but you took the money instead of testifying, Pure Survival, act like you was all heartbroken and shit, had me reacting for you. Come to find out, I think you got your cheeks clapped this day at the freak-off dungeon, Pure Survival.
Yes, and he really was a prince for real, but I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually knew. So when he invited me to, he met me, he said, I want to invite you tomorrow to Music Ultra Week, whatever. And it's like an event, Ultra Music Week. It's like an event for like 2 weeks where people party, including P. Diddy. And they party at Club Live. They party at like just in South Beach. Star Island, like where P. Diddy stays or throw his freakoffs at. And I never knew that we were gonna go there because I was there for 2 weeks and I knew it was something fishy. He kept saying, I got a surprise for you, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, but I'm only supposed to stay for 2 weeks and I'm here longer than 2 weeks.
See, and she said that she was held hostage by Mr. Motherfucking Arabian Night, the freak off prince, and she didn't want to be there. She was only supposed to be there for 2 weeks. This is what I'm getting tired about. These alleged victims. They tell these heart-wrenching stories, and then the day of coming to testify, pure survival, they either take the money to not come or come, and it's like they freestyling on a goddamn stand. Pure survival. It's like, bitch, you just made that up in the elevator. Pure survival.
And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, no, because I just want you to meet one special person. So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like, guess where we're going tonight? I'm like, where? He's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy. And I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party. Da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at like, the clubs end at like 3 or 4 and not 2, like how out here is. So we waited around the mansion, the Prince's mansion, for about an hour. And then as soon as 6:30 hit, we all got in the car, like a big Uber. And me and all that.
And the girl had the freak off receipts. As y'all see, she has the video of her on her way to Diddy Glover's freak off dungeon. She said she didn't fuck. She said she didn't suck. I think that she did now. I'm sorry. Pure survival.
The girls. Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, you know, like, I'm probably going to have to sing for him. Da-da-da. And I just tried to, like, keep my composure. So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, you know, it's he can get in trouble, like right now. So basically, we arrived, security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever.
A freak off photo booth. Look how excited and happy these girls look. Look at each one of these freak off mermaids. Look how happy she looked to be in the dungeon. Look how happy she looked to be in this dungeon. You know what I'm saying? It is sad how happy these bitches look to be here. And now they're so upset of what allegedly happened to them. Pure survival.
Take like 4 pictures, so I, got pictures. I still got everything on my Snap too, like the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever, so one of his sons, I'm not gonna say which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music, like the house music. It makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can.
And I do believe this girl that this is how the freak off dungeon is. Don't get it twisted. I believe what she said, pure survival. But for her not to testify and to take the money, if this was so heart-wrenching to her, you see that Diddy Glover's twins, his freak off sons, those little niggas was a part of this shit. So was I think it was a whole freak off family affair, pure survival. Only people I don't think that was involved in this shit was the little girls. But everybody else was involved. You heard her say Diddy Glover's freak off twin, King Kong's long Tootsie Roll neck, the little Diddy Glover twin looking little motherfucker. Talking about that, my dad. Nobody talk about my dad. I don't want to hear you say no Diddy, because you say no Diddy, I'll get mad because that's my dad. It upset me when people say things about my dad when I know that they were butt naked with my dad, and I don't like that 50 Cent saying no, my dad. Like that's King motherfucker Combs. You know what I'm saying? She said that Diddy's freak off motherfucker son, King Combs, literally said, Everybody can't get in there. Gave her some freak off sneakers and shit. They got drugs in the music. That's why you come in that motherfucker high and horny. Poof, 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 poof. Soon as the music touch your soul, you like, oh my God, I want to suck some dick. That's how the music make the hoes feel instantly. Like put the drugs in the music. It's going to make them feel like they just want to suck dick. This shit crazy.
That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not going to say which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house. Because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool and they're playing loud house music. Like the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something.
That's how you know it's drugs in the music.
And it's real loud, so you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already.
7 o'clock in the morning, and everybody's buck-ass naked. Bible. Dancing and freaking in Diddy Glover's freak-off dance. 7 o'clock in the morning, buck-ass naked. Morning breath, last night's breath. Motherfucker, oh my God. They never went to sleep. Motherfuckers been on that cocaine and all them drugs all motherfucking night. Breath smell like ding-a-ling and shit, dancing. Poof, poof, poof. That shit crazy.
7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and
7 o'clock in the morning.
recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool and they're playing loud house music. Like the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. And it's real loud, so you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping, and they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink.
Put a one in the chat if y'all think that she's a damn liar. She said everybody else walking around just taking the drinks. So you can tell if they was putting stuff in the drinks, they had people that job was to walk around and just give them shit. So more drugs being everybody's body and everybody buck ass naked. Do y'all think she had, put a one in the chat if y'all think she had something to drink. Put a two in the chat if y'all think she didn't. You know what I mean? Because for some reason, I'm thinking this hoe had something to drink. Because the Bible, she blaming everything on everybody else, but act like she ain't do shit.
Real loud, so you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping, and they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying, drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking, mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you.
And the son that she's talking about, Diddy Glover's freak off son. Salute to Lady D. Hit that super chat. Pills her Bible. Lady D said, hey, Jamil, your impressions of Diddy Glover's son has my side hurting. Pills her Bible. And the son, Lady D, the son that she talked about, that came and handed her a freak-off Cinderella slipper, a glass Cinderella shoe, that's King Combs. King Combs came to her and said, you, come here. I want you to come and get this shoe so you could go inside with my dad. You made it to the last round, to the freak-off, and you're going to get oil all over your body. You just have to turn around and let a whole bunch of guys have sex with you while my dad said, hold the camera, because my dad has to hold the camera. My dad said, don't say no Diddy. I don't want to hear you say no Diddy because my dad has to hold the camera and jerk his dick as you go into the... That's motherfucking King Cole's. Feel the Bible. That's how he be. She talking about King Cole's right now.
Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are gonna keep saying drink, 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 but I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walk in my drum with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P Diddy's son was like, "You," and I'm like, "Me or her?" And then he was like, "No, you. Come here." So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally...
Y'all hear that? Everybody can't get into the freak off dungeon. Salute to Kelly. Hit that super chat again. Pure survival. She said, my dad's side, I can freak off tonight. Yo, everybody can't go into the freak off dungeon. Did you hear what this woman in her weave just said? So that lets it be known when people come out trying to say, oh, Diddy did this to me. The nigga bent me behind the trash can. Pills of Bible. Everybody can't make it into the freak off dungeon. He has a certain kind of freaky people that he allows in the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. But oh God, Lady D back in the building. Hit that super chat again. Prayers of Bible. We got $57, y'all. We might make that hundo during survival today. Shout out to Lady D. Yo, this girl, I don't think she a victim no more, y'all. I'm sorry. I played this girl, and I was standing up for her. But the fact that I found out that she's allegedly one of the girls that got paid to not testify, how can I feel bad for the motherfucker no more? Pure survival. Oh, Kelly hit that super chat again. Pure survival. Do it one more time, Jamil. What you want me to do? You want me to talk like King Kong's? Because that's my dad. I want you, Kelly. Stop saying no Diddy. Don't say no Diddy because that's my dad. If my dad invite you into the freak off, Kelly, you know you the backed it up for a real nigga because that's my dad. Don't say no Diddy. You 50 Cent, Kelly, none of y'all. That's my dad. Salute to Sano. Hit that super chat. Pills of Bible, Sano.
And with one girl, she's a Puerto Rican girl. So P Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes. I'm walking around. You know, I'm a good loyal friend. I'm not going to go inside a house where they say my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off, everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about...
Now, you see what I'm saying? She went into the freak off dungeon voluntarily after Diddy Glover's freak off twin handed her some freak off Cinderella shoes with baby oil installed inside the glass motherfucker Cinderella freak off slippers. Spell the Bible. She come in there and see Diddy making the Prince, the freak off Prince wiener disappear, pierce a Bible, and you still stayed in there. You know what I'm saying? These people could have turned back around. And the freak off, oh my God. Michael motherfucker Jones hit that super chat. Hit a player with $50. God damn it. Pure survival. Michael. Oh my God. Shout out to you, God damn it, Michael Jones. And shout out to Michael and everybody that hit that goddamn super chat. Everybody who hit that, smash that like button. Everybody who's in the building. All of y'all, goddamn it. Shout out to all of y'all. We are not playing with these freak off mermaids. We care about the real victims. Pure survival. These fake money hungry freak off hoes. I'm not putting respect on their names or their vaginas. Real pure survival.
Are we tripping out looking at everybody like they off everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans? And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not gonna say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm gonna say. So that we can see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like,
and she sound excited, the motherfucker. She talking about, girl, do you see him? So Diddy was doing some freaky shit to get them to be horny on top of his freakiness, spells the Bible, and you didn't leave. You sitting there smiling, talking about, girl, do you see him? Like you wanted that shit. Salute to Kelly. Hit that super chat again. Pure survival. Y'all think they got a one size fit all slipper, or like a DJ Khaled get his own pair? Probably get the motherfucker DJ Khaled. Get your own pair. We the best. That's how DJ Khaled be. You see sperm and baby oil flying in the air. He in the motherfucker party, bathing, got his nipples out. Talking about we the best. We the best. No, you a hot mess, DJ Khaled. Oh, you freaky motherfuckers. This girl, oh my God. Shout out to everybody in the building. Build a Bible.
but when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm gonna say. So that we can see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house?
So if she was scared right there when Diddy Glover screamed, I'm the freak off king of the world, and then walked up to her and said, why aren't you in my motherfucking house? Then he calmed down a little bit. Little bipolar went in. Then he calmed down and said, so how are you feeling my house? I can picture that freaky motherfucker doing that shit. To Pure Survival. You know what I mean? Salute to Roberts. Axadrite Roberts. I'm sorry I messed your name up, Pure Survival. I'm trying to survive her missing lashes cluster. Yo, y'all funny as hell during survival. Oh my God, Lady D, hit that super chat again. Pure Survival. God damn it. Kelly, why you asked Jamil to do King Kong's impression? Now I'm head hurting. Pure Bible, love it. Let's hit that 200 today. Hey, Lady D, we might hit the 200. We got $140 in that super chat. Pure Bible. That motherfucker 200 is very possible. Pure Bible. Don't make me do the King Kongs again. Cause that's my dad. I'm not gonna let you say no Diddy anymore because that's my dad. Want everybody know all Jay-Z, you, Beyonce, y'all were with my dad, y'all was drunk, y'all was in love, y'all was fucking with my dad. Do not make me do King Kongs, Spirits of Bible. Kelly, hit that super chat again. I gotta ask, Kelly, stop the shit. Y'all messing my King Kong's throat shit. God damn it.
Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh yeah, you're the one that, I seen was telling me about the Prince. He's like, oh yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like your life is not gonna be the same. Da 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 da. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And That's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. And I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So
See, now that could have been 50 Cent baby mom, but we found out the girl that Diddy was messing with at the time, Pure Survival, that he come up and push, allegedly it was Cassie. But it still could have been 50 Cent baby mom, though, Pure Survival, because they both trying to act like that they were abused.
that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. And I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever. And he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there or whatever. So that's what made me go into the house because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl, let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about. Walk up in there. I don't judge people because at the time I was just smoking weed. But you know when people are out of their mind and you know when people, you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies.
And I know that she definitely was telling the truth right here because we found out that Diddy, Cassie, everybody, what we know for sure that came up there to testify was doing a whole lot of drugs. They done named drugs that I've never even heard of. Pure Survival. They named drugs I've never heard of in Diddy's trial. So I know she telling the truth right here. When she said they was in there high on all kinds of shit, I can believe that. I was just disappointed that she never testified though.
But you know when people are out of their mind and you know when people, you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here?
And that's my thing, ladies and gentlemen. This girl said that there were little people. And she didn't mean motherfucking bitches. Pure Survival. Shout out to my bitch community. No disrespect. But she said little people. Pretty much saying that there were little kids, minors at Diddy's freakoff dungeon. How come we have not seen or heard from the goddamn minors yet in this whole entire trial? Pure Survival. Somebody tell me that. I've been waiting. That's why I've been cussing Diddy out and on his neck for the last 2 years because I was like, I know that this monster did all of this, da 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 da. And for me to come to find out, knowing he's still terrible, knowing he's a bad person, but then to me to see everybody testifying and they get caught in lies and all this, and then money, people just trying to get money, that shit was a disappointment to me. Because like I said, Diddy's real victims, real live victims, because I believe they are real victims out there, Pure Survival. They are going to be the ones hurt the most with these people that's going in there that was just trying to get money, that wanted to be up under Diddy, that was willing to do whatever nasty little thing they could do so they can keep that kind of lifestyle, Pure Survival. I don't feel bad for them. And I don't got the sex trafficking charge. I just don't, Pure Survival. You know what I mean? I feel like that's some shit that they're creating right in front of our face. That's what the conclusion I came up with. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff that I feel like Diddy should be locked up for I'm talking about for eternal, is something totally different. Because the actual charge, the John Gotti shit, I just don't got it. I'm sorry. After listening to these people talk, and I'm like, so you wanted the free off. You called for the free off. You handed the money for the dudes to pee on you, and you could have walked away. I'm waiting for them to tell me, okay, Diddy Glover put a gun to her head. Said, open your mouth, bitch. Pure Survival. We trying to check your temperature. I didn't get none of that shit. These were girls that was like, oh, Diddy's gonna leave me. He's not gonna pay for my motherfucking vacation. I gotta go back and eat a ding-a-ling from the back. You know what I'm saying? These people was willing participants from what the fuck I got to see. And people got mad at me like, damn, Jamil, you've been going at Diddy for 2 years. Now you're taking his side. Because they don't want me to tell the truth of what I'm seeing. Say, fuck your eyes, Jamil. We just want Diddy to burn. Okay, yes, I want to get justice too, but I don't want these people to get paid money and come and pretend to be victims when they really wasn't. That's some fucked up shit. I get to help this person become a millionaire when she was in there backing it the fuck up for 36 niggas because she wanted to? Absolutely not. This shit is crazy, guys. Did y'all hear the voice message with Diddy high out his mind though? Diddy was high as shit talking to this girl, talking about, look, you gotta work for it. I put in the work. You know what I mean? I'm naked. I'm hot. I want to hydrate, but you got to get over here and get butt naked. You know what I mean, girl? You got to put it to work. You know what I mean? You got to work hard. I'm just gonna leave you alone. I'm not threatening you. You know what I mean? But you got to work hard. They like, fuck it. We're gonna make this shit sound like a job. Pure the Bible. You know what I mean? Even though in the world when they say, girl, put in work, it don't mean a job. That's like a figure of speech. Pure the Bible. You know what I mean? That's how niggas be talking. Girl, we gonna come and we gonna put that work in tonight. They making that shit sound like, look, no, he meant a job. She's supposed to suck until her jaws hurt. Trust the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Diddy sound high as hell in these messages. I'm not gonna lie.
Just got this new audio from the Diddy trial, and it is pretty explosive. This is audio of a voicemail that Diddy left to the Jane Doe who's been testifying in this trial for the last couple days. And he sounds really annoyed. He's talking about her maybe giving him the silent treatment. And his response is, I got a busy life. I can't be dealing with your silent treatment. And we got to keep it moving. He says, you need to get back on your job. This sounds like a reference to her job being to continue.
You see that? They like, no, it sounds like a reference saying that, look, this was a job for her. You know what I mean? But in the real world, if somebody talking to you like, yo, girl, come on, we gonna get on your job. We going like know that that's a figure of speech, but not in that system. No, did he mean it was a job? And he telling her, look, I'm about to leave. It's gonna be over. I'd have been like, all right, motherfucker, it's over then. You already had me do all this disgusting shit. Why go back and do the shit? Let's say if it was a job. Why you keep going to that job when your breath gotta smell like butt crack? Why? This shit is crazy.
To engage in all these freakoffs with him, and he sounds really pissed off.
Hey, I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all, at all. So.
And he said, I'm not going to be playing games with you. I'm about to disappear on you. If this man is violently harming you, making you do things that you don't want to do, why not let his dumb ass disappear on you then? You should have been like, go ahead on with your nasty motherfucking self.
I don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all, at all. So I don't know, you think you silent treating me, and you think I'm going to be, nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silence. And ain't nobody threatening you, and I ain't trying to go back and forth with no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I ain't got no time for no motherfucking games. Where my life is at right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl. Me and you can be mad, I can have a spat, we can have whatever. Then after that, you better get on your job. That's really, that's all it is. Cause you got me on my job. Nah, it ain't never gonna work like that over here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice. So how do you go in the direction of like moving on and shit like that? Or you like just like have me just keep moving? Ain't no threat, I'm just being clear. I can't do this shit with you every time you get upset.
So he said, this is not a threat. I'm making it clear, but I can't just keep doing this. You got to get on your job. You got me on my job. So are they going to say that she was sex trafficking Diddy? Because Diddy said in that message, "You got me on my job." So were they both like sex slaves? He said she had me. He sound high, like on drugs, like a motherfucker in that audio. Pure the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know how this thing gonna turn out in the end, but I feel like at the courthouse, because I'm coming to, like, I gotta be there the verdict day. I've been in Diddy's trial a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I got to see him in person. He really do look like Danny Glover. That's why I'm so glad that I named him Diddy Glover, because he looks more like Danny Glover than he ever did before. When that shit first started getting gray. No, that motherfucker look just like Danny Glover in that motherfucker. They can bring Mel Gibson in there, and Mel Gibson gonna be like, "Yup, that's my partner. Danny, where you been?" That's why I'm gonna keep calling them Diddy Glover for eternal. You know what I'm saying? But 50 Cent, like I said, baby mom is allegedly threatening to sue him because he put out who she is. Everybody else was afraid to say who she was, which I respected it. You know what I mean? Like, I was there at the courthouse when the judge said, "Don't mention the girl, who the girl is." You know what I mean? And I wouldn't have never done nothing like that. I didn't even know her name. Like I said, I called her Jackie Chan's daughter, pure survival. I still call her that. You know what I mean? But now that 50 Cent and other huge media outlets said it already, then it's no reason to be all, "Oh my God, we can't say who she is." Oh, it's already out there. Pure survival.